Hey Libra, it's Caleb Tarot. I know these are really late, but these are your energies for August. Just in case you wanted to just take a look or better understand the month or any energies that have already occurred. And hey, you could still see a message that sort of resonates for the back end of August, maybe even the beginning of July. We'll see. So this is Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. August 2019, 5-card spread please, and these are love reads, you guys. So it's always, even if they're late, it's always handy to get them out. It's always handy to get them out, regardless, because you may better understand something that you may not have otherwise understood. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra. Central issue, 8 of Swords in the reverse, you guys. So this is getting out of your head, sort of this is what's going on right now for you, trying to drop any paranoia, any mental entrapment, any fears that have been stopping you doing something here. The reason why you've been able to get out of your head is because you've dropped some burdens. You may have dropped a situation, an argument, or even a person, recent past. Patience pays off, you know, it's waiting for the harvest to be ready before you can pick your crop. What's crowning is death in the reverse. So it seems like you're very much aware that there's still a lot of change and transformation that needs to take place. But all in all, this is looking pretty positive. And look at that, what's coming towards you. The 9 of Cups. Emotional contentment. So yeah, for some of you, this is a couple's tiff. For others of you, this is a journey of self-discovery. However this sort of resonates for you guys, it's looking pretty good. Maybe you're thinking at the moment, oh, putting so much hard work and effort into this person or into myself or into this situation. When is it ever going to pay off? Well, there you go. You've got your answer right there. So, yeah, learning lessons from the past over that central issue. It's also self-realisation, I feel, with the 3 of Pentacles. It could also be like seeking advice and guidance as well, you know, or a really good friend or family member who loves you sort of snapping you out of it, you know, like if you got yourself into a funk with mental entrapment and someone's like, hey, snap out of it. Reality's far from what you think. You know, I think that's a good thing. It's learning and it's also listening. So, over the street. What's these burdens Libra's shifted lately? Look, I've got the Star. Whatever baggage or energy you've been clearing lately, Libra, it's leaving a lot of hope in the way. And what, say for example, if you've got something that you really wanted out of this situation, you know, I mean, it could be anything for any of you. We'll see better with the clarification and the oracle cards. But, you know, I know, obviously, I've done readings for Librans for quite some time. And a lot of you have been on this journey to rectify inner problems, you know, especially when it comes to confidence issues, etc., etc. And also, you know, a lack of hope for the future. And it's a simple case of clearing the baggage mentally so that you can start to see some hope in the future. And also, the Star is the wish card. So if you're working towards a goal, for example, if you're single and you know you've got issues and you want a relationship soon and you're thinking, right, if I better myself, it's going to be so much nicer when somebody comes into my life. That is like the end reward. That's like the wish coming true. Whatever the wish is for you, that's what this is, hard work bearing fruit. Yeah, so see, we go from a nightmare, mental entrapment, paranoia kind of phase in the past, and that required a hell of a lot of patience to get out of, by the way, to moving on to, you know, this now, getting out of your head, learning lessons from the past. We're not going there again. This is good. Look, I've got the Hangman and what's crowning. One more on that. Yeah. So, your thought processes seem to be a bit lazy. Not that you're lazy, Libra, no. It's this sort of, like I say, it's this notion of we've worked so hard and I still haven't seen any results. Why haven't I seen what I wanted, what I was aiming for all along? And they basically just say, it's not that you're lazy, it's that your thoughts are. It's that you're not being sort of stern enough with your thought processes because you keep dipping into pessimism. So yes, you're still doing good things, but it's getting to the point now where you're like, oh, when's this ever going to pay off? That's what that Five of Wands is in the reverse with the Hangman. And this is the change that still needs to be met as well. So, yeah, all right. We're not constantly going over the past. We're not paranoid. We're not sort of just in general mentally trapped, whatever. And you do see yourself as successful, because that's really what the Nine of Pentacles is. This is a love read, so this is being single, this is being successful, this is being stable and committed to yourself in a roundabout way. So yeah, we're still wondering, when is this going to pay off? When? And then we move to the Nine of Cups. So let's get some clarification going on that. So we have the 8, so we go from, this should really be started, so we go from the 8 to the 9. Judgment in the reverse, the 3 of Wands, and the King of Cups in the reverse. Now, this looks like a little bit of that Nine of Cups. This is why the King's here. That Nine of Cups comes with self-love. Okay, what's missing for you that you need to walk away from, that you need to ditch emotionally? Is it self-love? Even though you're doing really good things and practically you're feeling good about yourself, but if there is still this irritation of, but what if I'm not good enough, but what if I can't do this, or what if somebody doesn't like me, that is not self-love. That's why Spirit's throwing this out there. Don't revert back to past ways. That's what the Judgment in the reverse is. And the 3 of Wands is this period of waiting. That's what Spirit's saying here, is look, if there's a period of waiting, don't revert back to, you know, this can't all happen in one go. Don't revert back to past mistakes. Learn the art of self-love now, because while there are these little niggles, walk away from the niggles and learn the art of self-love where it's lacking at the moment. So it looks like that may be the last step for you guys. You know, when you sort your life out, you get a career going, or you manage your finances better, and you know, you're spending time with friends and actually doing really nice things for yourself. But if you're still feeling shitty about yourself when it comes to love, and you have those doubts and whatnot, look what's just come out. This is what Spirit's trying to tell some of you. There's just this one last little niggle. Oh, I've got a past life relationship here as well. One more, please. Looks like finance to grow. There's just this one little niggle that seems to be bothering you. It's the fact that you may have been trying to do this with the want of a relationship at the end, or with the want, or whatever it is. The Spirit's saying, well, that's not exactly where we wanted to go with this. If you're going to go on a journey of self-discovery, you have to learn to love yourself. And I always say, how can anybody else love you if you don't love yourself? It's as simple as that. And that's why we start saying, okay, if there's a character flaw, some of you, it's 2 ways. If it's that bad, yeah, change it, you know, so that you're not that person anymore. Don't revert back to the past, you know. But in other aspects, you may feel like you've got flaws, whether they are character-wise or physical. And Spirit's pointing out to say you've got to learn to love yourself for everything that you are. If there are really negative things that need changing, then yes, do so. Do so. But in other ways, learn to love yourself. Let me throw you an activation card. And I do think that there is a past life connection somewhere in the future as well. So where that's coming from, maybe it's an incentive, who knows. So I've got vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving and just universe. Seeing the bigger picture within your own universe, within your own life. Harmony. Try to find harmony. You're able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. I like this. I really do like this spread, Libra. It's very positive. And virtue. There we go. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So, you know, this is not just about a journey of self-discovery for you. Maybe you've got others around you where you're all learning to grow together. But for you personally, Libra, this just looks to me, especially if you're single, right? This is about loving yourself. And if you are in a relationship I mean, don't get me wrong, I doubt this reading's probably for you, but if there is a message in this, if you're in a relationship or if you're dating, it's still the same. You know, if something's dwindled and, you know, there's not a lot of love going on, learn to love yourself. You know, you become happier as you love yourself. You know, love brings out happiness in people. That's how this goes. Also, there is a message about finance and career that I'm seeing being pretty good for most of you at the moment. If it's a bit sticky, this could be coming towards you. Some shit could be sort of settled down financially for some of you as well. So there's a lot of good here. There is a lot of good and a lot of hope. So yeah, if you come to this sort of thinking, I've been working so hard and I don't know if I'm getting anywhere. Well, there you go. Spirit's just said you are getting somewhere. There's just this one last little niggle that, you know, Spirit wants to sort out. So I'll leave that there, Libra. If anybody does want a personal reading, feel free to email me. Otherwise, you guys, wish you all the best. Take care and we'll speak soon. Bye for now.